GSG presents White Ink Wednesday.
I'm Mark Sudonik, Textile Application Specialist here at GSG. One of the things that we do in our applications lab here at our Dallas location is we do quality assurance testing, and we do that with all of our products. Today, we're actually going to be testing some new inks, and of course these are going to be plastisol inks. These are a new low cure ink that is out. What we want to do is we want to run it on our press just to check to see, what the flash time is, if we have any after tack on the flash, any ink buildup, how the ink shears down, and how it actually goes through the screen when we're printing. One thing we do before we make these inks available to any of our customers, we put it through some vigorous testing here in the applications lab just to make sure it passes everything that we're looking for. We like to do our testing as a customer would print this ink in their real shop. So first, we're going to check to see if it's smooth, is it creamy, is it long or short bodied, and then we'll go ahead, we'll take this ink and we're going to run our underbase through a 195 mesh screen. We're going to use a 60 durometer squeegee at about a 15-degree angle. We're going to start it out at 50 psi, make sure it floods real well, and make sure that ink goes through the screen. Now that we have the ink in our screen, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to drop the squeegee and check our squeegee pressure, and we want to be right at 50 psi. And we're right at 50 psi, so we're going to go ahead and do our first test print. As you can see from our print, we have a really nice smooth print. We're going to go ahead, we're going to flash it and see if we have any after tack or any stickiness to the print. Since we're using a 195 mesh for our underbase, we're going to use kind of a standard flash time of 280 degrees, and we're going to flash it for 5 seconds. Now that we've flashed it, we'll check. It's dry to the touch. There's no residue. It's not sticky. It's actually laying down to be a really nice white ink for our underbase. We set this job up to actually use the white as an underbase and put top colors on, but since we're on press, we're also going to print the underbase, flash it, and then hit the white again to see what it gives us for a print flash print white. So far throughout our testing, the white's holding up really nice. And we did use a 195, a 2-stroke print, flash print, and it gave us a really nice white in the 195 mesh. It'll be really soft. If we were to use this as a standalone white, we may not want to use 2 195 mesh screens. We might use a 156 and a 195 to give us a little bit more brightness on it, but overall, it's a great looking print. Now that we've tested the white, we're going to go ahead and put our top colors in. We're going to do a bright red and a royal blue, and we're going to run these through a 230 mesh screen, kind of a standard for any type of top colors. And we're just going to use a standard 70 durometer squeegee, and again, we're going to start it at 50 psi, and we'll see how it performs. Now that we've printed our blue, the first thing we're going to check for is, of course, our coverage and opacity. This ink is covered very nice. So we're going to move on to our next color, which is going to be the red, and we're going to check for the opacity on the red, and we're going to see what kind of pickup we have of the blue ink on the bottom of the red screen. Now that we've printed our red, we check the opacity of the red. The coverage, again, is very good. And one of the really nice things about this ink is the blue really didn't pick up at all. Yes, we had a little transfer to the back of the screen, but not build up that would cause any issues like bleeding out or overlapping of your colors. So all in all, the first stage of the testing, this ink is performing very good. Now we're going to run it through the dryer. We're going to check for cracking, check the cure, check the stretch on it, and then we'll do some wash testing after that. And that's a sneak peek of what we do behind the scenes at GSG Applications Lab with all the products that we offer for the screen print industry. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and visit gogsg.com, and thanks for watching.